And we should be live. It usually takes like 3 seconds, but I think we're golden. February 17th, 2023, the SMT podcast, episode 7564. I have no idea how many I've done of these. It feels like I've been doing them for a while, though. Anyways, big shout out to the SMT Nation. Good to have you guys here. I see some people in the live. We always start the show by saying hello to the norms. And also, if we have new visitors, we'll definitely shout you out if we can. Big shout out first to the mods, hashtag mod squad. Kazi, RFK Tech. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming through, holding it down for us. I see Rich Z. I see Josh Posey is here, Joe Landy, Tech Guy 32. Oh, also, hashtag member crew. We got you guys in the house. Steven, good to see you. EM Tech's in the house. Funny Shizzle is here. I don't want to get demonetized in the first minute of the video. So we got him or her, whoever that is. TJ is here. Jose is here. Y'all the goats. Do me a favor, though. Everyone, as you are coming in, please rate the video. Like, dislike, do something. Just engage with the content, please. Everybody wants to know, what they could do to help out the channel. That is the first thing you got to do is rate the video. It helps the channel when you engage with the content. It gets it put into, the recommended feed of more YouTube users. You don't even have to spend a dime to support me. As long as you like and share these videos, you help out the channel in a big way. If you want to support the channel, you can. You could become a Patreon member. You could support us on the YouTube membership. We got the Buy Me a Coffee link. There's other ways you could do that too. But at the very least, if you appreciate your YouTube creators and the time that they put into live streaming and making content and uploading videos and all of those things, that's how you do it. Just for starters, as a courtesy, a professional courtesy. So yeah, those are all the things that I'd like you to do for me. And thank you for doing those things and taking the time to do that. It's just kind of frustrating, Caleb. There's so many people who use YouTube as a platform to get good information, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the creator sacrifices time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So to respect the creator's time, the least you could do is just rate the video and then share it. If it made a difference to you and helped you, and you want to show your appreciation to that creator, that's what you could do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I with every YouTube video that I watch that I find relevant to me, I like it, and I try to share it. But which will list every single one that's either if I'm buying a product because somebody made a good review, or I get some useful information that maybe I didn't know, I will definitely like the video, and I'll comment on the video, say, hey, this is probably the best review or probably the best information I've had.
It
creators
helps. Love to see a thank you.
It does.
Any token of appreciation, we love that because it makes us feel like we accomplished our goal, which was to help someone.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love when somebody says, hey, Sneed, I just switched to this carrier. I saved money and I got a good deal and I got exactly what I wanted. And I'm just happy to help. It's those kinds of, I think, it's a fair exchange. We capitalize on your engagement and you capitalize on, whether it was a good decision off of good information or whatever, so that's how you guys can help out. That's what you could do. Let's see. I got somebody hitting me up on the Twitter tweeters. Looks like somebody just followed me on Twitter. All right, cool. You guys can check out the Twitter handle. It's in the description too. Let's do some quick shout outs to all the things that are going on with the channel before we start. All right, so here's the first thing. We're going to start with our partner link for Mint Mobile. You guys can save money on your wireless service. For example, maybe you have T-Mobile and you are sick and tired of all the nonsense that comes with them. Maybe it is the hacks. Maybe it is the fact that they're disabling your autopay because you want to use a credit card. They want you to use your debit card and your checking account. And then, of course, we know about the T-Mobile hacks and breaches. So if you want to avoid all that, but you want the network, then you could do that with Mint Mobile and then use our partner link and you'll be helping out our channel while you help yourself out with good deals on wireless. What up, Los?
What up? What's going on?
How you doing? How
when
you
it
doing?
blows. So, man.
Hey, does the mic sound good?
Beautiful. You
Oh
sound
yeah,
like
sounds really
bro.
good. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm using my external mic with the AirPods for sound. So
Sounds
I'm trying to
terrific,
test that
man.
out.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. And then also in the description box, we got the real SMT buy me a coffee link. Okay, so for example, today I drank 8 cups of coffee. So if you guys want to support me and the channel, you could help my coffee consumption with buy me a coffee. And I think I already had like several people from the community already buy me coffees. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for doing that. And one more thing, and I think I have a link in the description for this as well. Get yourself the Mist 2.0 cleaner, folks. This stuff is fantastic. Multi-purpose, excellent. You can actually get the color, your preferred color. So like, let's say you're like a T-Mobile kind of person, right? You can get the pink. You want to keep it neutral, get the gray. They got a couple different, with the clear case. Here's the AT&T version if you want to get the Death Star blue. Here's the Verizon. And then you got the mmWave joints, right, with the green and the fox. And then another way to keep it, kind of neutral with the black. You could do that. Anyways, that stuff is excellent. You can clean your phone. You can clean your monitors. You can clean your iPads. I clean my gym kicks with this stuff. I've done everything with it. I even cleaned the desktop with it here. It's fantastic. So good. And then we've got the 35% off offer right now. The normal $23 is down to $15. And you'd be supporting a good cause, man, and getting a good product.
Do you once you spray it on there, do you wipe it off right away, or do you have to let it sit a little bit, or like how do you?
Depends how dirty. Like what I've noticed is how tough like the smears might be. For example, like on a phone, like those usually come off pretty fast, and then you get that suede exterior, kind of like a microfiber joint, kind of wipes it clean. It's pretty much streak free too. I don't know. It depends on the surface, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep, so that's that. Those are all the peeps. Check out all these links in the description. All right. You guys want to start with the first story?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Mobile X, February 22nd launch date. All right. So today is the 17th at the time of this recording and this live stream. That puts us about a week out. Zero Cool, I'll start with you, sir. Mr. John saw you, What are your expectations for this launch? How do you think this is going to kind of start the ball rolling for this company?
Boy, honestly,
consider like the telco marketplace, the way things are, prepaid, postpaid, the economic situation. Take all that into account. How do you think things are going to start out for them?
I will say a couple of good things and a couple of things that could be a little bit hazy. First, the hazy things. Based on the preliminary reports and this testing that I've seen so far, it hasn't gone over too well, especially with the Verizon interoperability. Maybe they improved upon that. Hopefully, they get all the kinks worked out. I know they haven't had some rough patches. But the positives, I'm glad they're getting it out in the marketplace sooner rather than later, right? And the other thing is that we know all about the metro store closings. This is good in a way because it's all virtual. You don't have to, there's no stores. So this just gives another option to customers. If they want another option, it's always good to have more options, especially in the cellular telecommunications world. So this is great. And I'm hoping that they, and the other thing is, since they're using the kind of like the a virtualized RAN approach for your pricing, right? So it's based on how much data you use is what you pay for. I can kind of see that expanding. I think they have that's a good way to start. I think there's room to grow there. So I think like I said, it's better than just the plain old, go buy a phone. Oh, here's your plan, what have you. This gives people something different, and it gives something people, what to expect. And hopefully, the sign up process, I'm hoping is pretty easy. I'm hoping it's not like the Dish fiasco that we've had for signups, right? Because that was pretty horrendous. So hopefully, that will go smoothly, and hopefully, I wish them well, right? I think they're going to be on a good network for Verizon, and if they can kind of leverage it, it would be nice to see is kind of this in the future. If Verizon gets their millimeter wave game going, more, with more expansion nationwide, it would be really cool to actually tap into that millimeter wave for, how much money you're going to pay per month. How much millimeter wave data usage are you really going to use per month? How much of that high speed, right? So, that's something that I want to kind of gauge, and maybe we can look forward to once they get up and running. So those are my thoughts.
Let me get Los in here. Los, you want to jump in?
Yeah, sorry about that. So, I mean, it's cool that they're launching, I guess, I feel that they're trying to attack a segment that a lot of other competitors are already attacking, and they're gonna the pay by the gig thing. I mean, bro, what are they trying to do, bro? Bring back data buckets, bro? Serious? Feel me?
Well, it's not data buckets. It's pay per usage, so even more granular, right? Per gig.
Yeah, but
it's like a parking meter.
With buckets, it was like use up to 25 gigs between 5 lines. Like, so this is different in that you don't need multiple lines. You don't need a bucket. You just pay per gig.
But okay, so with the way their motto is, by gig. If you think about it, bro, you got other competitors already. For $15, you can get 4 gigs with everything included. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. This is gonna be. This is $2.45 a gig.
Right, but you're talking about Mint, so this is going to be on a different network. Right, so that could be something. I mean, can we talk about at least that much? Like Caleb brought it up. He was talking about, like, hey, it's on Verizon's network. Like, real talk, there are people that hate the Verizon experience with respect to the account, with respect to the customer care. Los, we've lived it. We know. Right, this gets you on at least that legendary, enormous LTE 5G network. I mean, if anything, can we at least say that it's huge and available and reliable? Can we at least say that?
I mean, I guess, yeah, reliable.
Okay, so it's on a good network.
I mean, I can say reliable to a certain extent, so through my testing.
Okay, is the calling reliable on Mobile X in your testing?
I'll just stay shut for this, bro. It'd be better.
Call a spade a spade. Did you have issues with calling?
Yes, I've had issues.
Okay, did you have issues with texting? Did you test that?
Texting, dude, I would have every other one fail.
So you think it's worth a re-review or a retest?
Yeah,
since they've kind of maybe worked on some of that.
Whatever core that they're running on sucks. I'm gonna just say it 100% sucks. It's horrible. The latency is super high. Yeah. You do notice video freezing. Even with the 4K turned on, you notice video freezing. You notice what else? Drop packets. So like when I'm doing like a Google chat, out of nowhere, the guys are saying that I sound like robotic, and I'm like, yeah, I'm testing out Mobile X. Well, they're like, you sound robotic. They're like, go back to your other line. I go back to native Verizon. I'm fine.
All right, so then at least we could say that they probably have to work through that. I mean, do we expect that to continue to be a problem? I don't. I think they iron that stuff out.
Really, yeah, I think they do.
Should not be different than Verizon's, right? When it comes to calling, texting, and data, for the most part, there shouldn't be much deviation. This business model that Peter Adderton is doing,
I mean,
he's trying to restructure the cost per customer. He's not trying to take you from Verizon, right? This is for a customer who normally wouldn't be on Verizon, but might want the Verizon network at this entry level type of usage and price.
I mean, you really have to keep in mind the basic question I have is this: how much money are you saving to per usage that that you're going to use versus like, let's say like a Mint Mobile for $15. Like, what is the price difference? Like, if you can get me like, if my bill is like $2 to $5 a month, that that beats out Mint. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But that's the only way it would do it, right? Like,
well,
if you're
right,
looking
that's
at
what
it
I'm
from a
saying.
value
Like, you
standpoint.
really have to price it that way or use that much data that way. But who knows what the
What's
the
it costing
stipulations
per
are?
gig? Is it $3-4?
It is.
$2.45.
Yeah, it's about $2 or $3. Yeah.
All right, let's call it $2.50. 4 gigs is going to be $10.
So when you load, they charge you a $2 processing fee. So that $2. So if you only load 1 gig, so $2.45 reality comes to $4.45.
Okay.
Oh,
calling and texting.
An additional, I think it's $4 and some cents.
For each or for both?
No, for both.
Okay, so
And
4
that's
and
unlimited.
4, so you're like at $8-9 maybe?
Yeah,
And what is that for 1 gig? You said?
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's. I don't know. That's
Jake chimed in. He said it's a gig of data, unlimited talk and text on Verizon for $9. So if you want 1 gig of data and the Verizon network call text, $9. And I hear people say this all the time. I want the Verizon network. I don't want Verizon. And I swear to you, people tell me all the time, they want the Verizon network as their backup line, which in and of itself, like, I don't understand. You want the more reliable network as your backup line. Let's just think about that. Let that sink in. But anyways, you don't want to use them as your primary. You want to go with AT&T or T-Mobile. You can probably keep it under $20 and have a legitimate, decent experience relative to how much data you're going to use. Right? $20. And you're getting, 5 gigs of data, unlimited talk and text. 6 gigs, 7 gigs, whatever. You said $2.50 a gig or something?
$2.45.
Yeah. So it's putting you right around that point. There's other MVNOs on other provider networks that'll price like this too, for that 4 or 5 gig experience. I mean, this is not a visible competitor. We thought that for a while, but that's clearly not what they're doing,
So Sneed, the only thing is they clear up some of the stuff, then, I can, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing, but until that's figured out, bro, people are gonna be like, when they go to it, they're gonna be like, damn, like I don't remember the Verizon network being this trash dump. You feel me? Like I'm keeping it real, bro. Like,
so your concern is going to be like comparatively, is it going to be as good as Verizon?
Yeah, the quality's not there, bro. Unfortunately. So whatever they're using with that core, they either need to get a new company or whatever it is that they're doing. They need to just hire other people to do it, bro. So then it can be done right. And then, yes, it'll be a lot better. Then we can compare it and have comparisons. Until then, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they're
a great concept, but
their translations to the core is what's messing up. I don't know. I think they're at least it's going to be kind of cheaper for the per user for than what this Sprint Spark plan was. I don't know. I just it'd be nice to have it'd be nice for like an MVNO to like have like a $5 unlimited plan. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I just think there's it's gonna be hard for them because there's so many. I mean, there are some there's a lot of MVNOs out there that are really cheap and inexpensive that are around that $15 to $25 price point. So I guess again the question is how much data is people really going to use? Yes, it's going to be on a Verizon network, but how is that compared to like AT&T prepaid? Yes, it's more expensive, but it's there's a lot of factors to take into. The other thing I could think of is if you're trying to save money, what if Verizon's not good in your area? Will customers still use it?
I think eventually, their business model kind of changes.
Maybe.
I think they come in and get these like niche customers who want to just spend a little bit, get a little bit kind of deal. Maybe over time their usage changes and they can kind of capitalize on some extra gigs. These customers are going to be loyal unless their needs change. They're going to be loyal. They're going to look at the bottom line. My bill's $9. My bill's $14. My bill is $15. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it, bro, but
personally, I like to have them as like a backup. Like if I'm just like fed up with some carrier because, take a look at what Verizon was doing, raising their prices like over and over and over again. I like to keep them in the mind as like a backup to have, so it seems like Mobile X probably won't price gouge people, obviously, since you're more in control of your pricing. So I think that'll be a benefit, just to kind of have them like a backup carrier for now. At least that's what I would do.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. They have their work cut out for them. They're fighting an uphill battle. There's a lot of competition. That segment is ultra competitive with slim margins. That's a horrible combination. If they were coming into an industry where the margins were hefty and there were opportunities for new providers to kind of jump in and take share, but this is a very mature market that just fierce competition. Look at Boost. They're hemorrhaging customers every single quarter, and they offer more, high capacity plans, or more power user based plans. And they found tough sledding ever since it's been owned by Dish. Cricket seems to be doing pretty good as more of an unlimited provider. Metro, they're the big ones. Verizon now with TracFone and Visible, they got options. Peter Adderton can't really look at it like he's competing with them. He won't beat them because he doesn't own a network, I think it's going to be interesting to see how they pivot. I don't think this version of Mobile X is the final version of Mobile X. A year from now, I think Mobile X is different. 2 years from now, I think it's very different. Some people are saying they'll be out of business. I don't agree. I think they'll be able to scale as kind of like on demand. If you look at the way the business operates, there's not, a ton of overhead. And, I'm sure Adderton's got some dough. You know what I'm saying? You don't come into a business like this without financial support. He knows what he's getting himself into. And he does well at a Boost Australia, and stuff like that. So he's got money.
I got a quick question for you, Lois. Is it it's not a pay per call, right? It's unlimited calling and texting. It's just you're just paying per data, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What can you remember again? What's the price for just calling and texting only?
Calling and texting is like 4 something plus the fee, so it'll be like 6 something.
$6 a month, huh?
Like six something, like $6.80, I think it is.
I could probably get like a flip phone and get on that plan. That's something that I would use it for. I would feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah, but what money are they gonna make, bro? Like,
who cares? You're in control of your own price.
Profitable to stay. They have to become profitable, bro, to stay in business. That's the whole point of business economics, bro.
That's what advertising's for. Bro. Yeah, we have to advertise the shit out of this. I know. Yeah.
I see we got a new face. No radio with E.
What up? What up?
What up?
How you doing? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, doing better than Mobile Executed.
It's like that, bro. You came in with the zingers right off the rip.
Nah, you just Mobile X is a trigger for me.
Damn, that bad, huh?
Bro, is that? We'll I want to see the man succeed. It's not like I don't, bro. I like Adderton. He's cool. I want to see him succeed in this, but I think the model that he's going across it's a model that didn't work out for others, and others have moved on from it.
See, Carlos, the problem is he don't want to succeed for himself as much as you want him to succeed.
Oh,
He's probably get pictures of Peter Editor in his room. You know something? Why can't they just do it? It'd be really cool. I just kind of thought of this, like have it have like a satellite provider just that just charges like just tax, just your state tax, just your local fees, nothing else. Make it completely free. The dentist plan. Oh, sorry.
All right, let's see. Let's switch things up here. Let's switch up to the news of the day.
oh,
Yep. T-Mobile is planning to end autopay discount for customers. They're changing the structure, how to qualify for the autopay. So previously, people were able to put credit cards for autopay and then qualify for the discount, which I think for T-Mobile was, I think, $5 a line. So not $5 for the account, it's $5 per line. So if it's 5 lines on the account, it's a $25 discount, which is pretty nice.
It caps at 8 lines.
Caps at 8 lines, so you're coming in at like a potential $40 discount. And then, of course, people like to use their credit cards, Los, because they get points.
And the insurance for the handset.
Sure. Right. So they people are trying to squeeze like every benefit, every perk, every dollar out of everything they spend on. I think the bigger issue here is the fact that like T-Mobile data breaches, you're now going to have to put a debit card, aka a checking account, on their file. This shit is insane. Who the hell in their right mind would do it? After the repeated hacks, like it's not even close. Like the hacks aren't by mistake. Like it's become quarterly. You know, if T-Mobile was hacked like 1 time, 2 times, like in 5 years or something, I mean, you would say they're just like any other carrier, but they're not. It's like every quarter there's something. So what in the world? Who would put their checking account on file?
I don't know, bro. I heard through the grapevine that you were going to switch to T-Mobile and you were going to put one of your checking accounts on there.
Who? Wait, who? You heard who?
I heard through the grapevine that you were gonna switch a couple of your lines there, bro, and test it
Bro,
out.
I don't know. You talking about grapevines and shit, bro? You better cut it out.
I just
Bro,
think this is
what is this? The Temptations, bro? You heard it through the grapevine? What are you talking about, bro?
Oh man.
I just think this is T-Mobile's way of, we got the April 1st, merger concessions ending. This is just, like the Kickstarter of, I think they have a lot more up their sleeve for them to raise, their prices and the plans. I can almost guarantee you guys, this is not the end of the T-Mobile perks. They're going to find a way to price strip and gouge customers even more. I think they got a lot of stuff cooked up. This is just a way to say, screw you to the loyal customers and give us your checking account, so.
There's nothing wrong with autopay discounts. It gives the carrier some flexibility with money, because often what I've noticed, like with Verizon with autopay, is they move up like the payment due date like by a week. So it gives them a benefit of collecting early on those dues. And then so they got money to play with, right? Spending, CapEx, OpEx, all those things. So it's fine. But the thing that I think is most important, the processing fee. Like I look at the bakery, for example. We lose like 3% to every transaction.
That's what I was about to say, Sneed. I wonder if they're getting crazy transaction fees on credit cards.
And if you're not like the owner of those merchant services, if your hand isn't in the cookie jar for that, I mean, you're losing on that. And don't get me started when we talk about T-Mobile. They don't know how to do margins. If there's one thing that T-Mobile knows how to do, it's marketing. If it's one thing they don't know how to do, it's margins. They don't know how to generate revenue on like a profitability standpoint. They can't. They don't know how to do it. Like, they know how to grow by giving away free lines, but they don't know how to make money per line. They don't know how to do it. You know, we give a lot of credit to Mike Sievert for, like, you know, carrying over as the new CEO because the momentum has continued, but we still have the same problem we had under John Legere, which is they're not profitable. So now they're doing this. This is their way of resorting to a price hike, but doing it in a way that's like, this is carrier. Like, anybody talking about how, like, they're still on carrier, like, shut the hell up. Like, how? Dude, they're creating a pain point. There are customers who are pissed. They already commented in my video from earlier today, and they told me they're leaving because it's a $40 change to their bill because they're not going to put their checking account and debit card on there.
Yeah, because if you look at it this way, Sneed, all right, so if you put your credit card in there and something happens and you're compromised, your card info is compromised, well, yeah, you get a temporary credit issued by your credit card company, but it's not your most available funds that are at risk. You put your checking account, bro. That's the stuff that you pay your actual credit card and your bills with, bro. And that shit can take up to 45 days depending on your bank to get back, bro. So then guess what? Now your car payment's going to be late. Your mortgage is going to be late. Everything's going to be late if they drained you.
It just makes me think, you know, what is the next perk that they used to have that they're going to take away? You know, it's going to be, you know, is it going to be something with international? You know, something is the roaming going to be gone? You know, like what's going to happen? Are they going to start, you know, charging like service fees, like ridiculous ones, like AT&T likes to do? You know, you're right, Sneed. They are turning into AT&T Junior, and this is just, you know, this is horrible. Like, not even Verizon is doing this.
Caleb, Verizon does this.
Well, wait,
yeah, that's not the point. That's not the point, though. Verizon doesn't claim to be an uncarrier.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This is why this is important to frame it this way. I'm not here to protect Verizon or AT&T. To hell with them. But they're not up here saying things like uncarrier and we love our customers. Bro, if this isn't a middle finger to your customers, you, like Sievert talks about solving pain points. This creates one. Everything was fine. Like, customers didn't have an issue with the way the autopay was structured. Now they do. You created a pain point.
Well, if they got to cut something next, they need to cut T-Mobile Tuesday first.
Well, T-Mobile Tuesday is just advertising. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's like
a
freaking tax write-off or some shit. I don't know.
But if you get rid of about 100 million useless keychains or whatever the crap they're putting out every week, you might save a little money.
Bro, what's up with the cups, bro? What's up with the cups and the umbrellas?
Bro, the advertise, bro, they just cut a check to John Travolta. Don't even act like they didn't.
Bro, Travolta got cut fat, bro, just to be a singer, bro.
That's the thing. They're putting all their money into marketing. You know, unless, you know, less network. You know, they promised they would. You know, I remember their big old 50 you know conference investor call that they had. Was, we're going to put, you know, 4 or 5 times much more in capex. That never happened. They went backwards. Why? Like, what's going on? Who is, you know, like what's happening here? Like, they're supposed to be yes, they're expanding their 2. You know, their MIMO and 2.5 stuff like that. But for God's sake, like, get off the marketing. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I think the commercials are annoying and they're hard to watch. I don't know. It's just even if John Travolta's in it, I don't know. Why can't, you know something? That commercial would have been better if they had John Travolta like doing something about the network, not necessarily Grease. You know, something crazy like.
No, actually, you know what would have been better if they really care about their budget? Mike Sievert should have been the one doing that commercial, just like John Legere and what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds. Like Ryan Reynolds is doing his own commercials.
Yeah, have the CEO involved. Like Dan Hesse used to do. No, I hear. I feel you. Yeah, it's just they need to put the money. They need to put their marketing money on the network, not just on fluff. It just makes me wonder, like, what cheesy commercial they're going to come up with next, like Rihanna. They already had one for Miley Cyrus already, so it's just like, what the hell, like.
Did y'all catch the Specfinity van during the Super Bowl?
Wow, it was actually a real van. No,
They had a van in the T-Mobile commercial that said Specfinity on it.
Oh, the commercial, yeah. I caught. I thought you meant like,
yo,
I thought you meant like,
Specfinity, dog. You guys ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you meant like it was actually
money.
real.
We just getting this money, Sneed. That's all we doing.
I know. I'm playing, bro. You know that. I know what time it is, dog. Come on, man.
I'm agnostic.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
And
never cuts the check, homie.
yeah. So not to play devil's advocate here, but I just want to let you guys know, T-Mobile's track record. Whenever they start making fun of somebody for a long, long time, like they used to do with Sprint, and the hamsters and everything else, like they usually get acquired. So something's gonna happen, because if you piss off, somebody long enough, you keep on, the Xfinity this and the Comcast, make Xfinity or X and all this other BS. So the 500-pound gorilla is going to hit back. So, and there might be hitting back with a merger or an acquisition. So, I think that's what they're kind of gearing up for.
Comcast.
You guys would love that. You'd look like freaking prophets, wouldn't you?
Bro, all I'm gonna say is Caleb and I have brought it up many times. Look at the paperwork since 2008. It's all public record, and they keep updating it every time when the merger happened between Sprint and T-Mobile. They updated the documents again. They were just updated again in 2021. Look it up if you think we're bullshit.
The first meeting between well, not the first, but like when the mergers, the first merger discussions were happening between John Ledger and Marcelo Clare. John Ledger invited him to this restaurant, and he sat in the back to where it was the smallest booth ever, because he knew that Marcelo Clare, being like 6'5" and whatnot, couldn't fit properly in there. And that was their first merger discussion. And like, remember when he wrote on his face, like during the merger trials and stuff, like with the magenta marker? Like, this is T-Mobile playbook. They'll pick on somebody, and they'll pick on somebody, and they'll pick on somebody until something's got to give. And this is exactly what they're doing with the Comcast and Xfinity, and the Spectrum folks, right? So, yeah, and I can almost guarantee you, something's going to hit back. So keep it up, T-Mobile. That's all I got to say.
You guys think customers leave because of this? You believe that?
Unfortunately, no. I just think they eat it up and love it, because most people don't like Xfinity or Spectrum. They don't like cable. So they just they say the van out there.
Right, but in terms of the auto pay.
Oh, the auto pay?
Are they going to go to Verizon? Are they going to go to AT&T? Like, they purposely left those companies to go to T-Mobile to get away from them. Would they go back because of this? Is my question.
I think more people are using their real debit card than you think.
I understand, but like,
it's probably 95% of people are actually using their debit card.
So this isn't going to make or break anything.
No.
I think the customers that are unhappy will probably like go to Mint or some other prepaid MVNO, maybe Invisible.
You think it's 1 million customers though?
I'm not sure like how many people are upset about it. I know me personally, I don't care either way.
I think like T-Mobile kind of used a focus group or something, and was like, they were like, oh, this isn't going to be too big of a deal. It won't hurt.
No, exactly. That's exactly what they're thinking. And this is, like I said, this. I know how they think. This is only the start. Just imagine what the hell they're going to do once April 1st hits. I'm telling you, it's going to be horrible. Like, you think this is just a foot in the water. This is just a foot in the water.
Radio was saying that he doesn't, that he's saying that a lot of people already have their debit. I'm talking about how many customers have a credit card and are going to be notified that you don't qualify for auto pay anymore, what are they
Yeah.
going to do? Just go ahead and put their debit card, or are they going to be pissed and leave?
50% will be pissed. 50% of the ones that actually care.
You think it's going to be a million
But
people?
guess what? The bigger fallout is going to be the people who ignore the warning. That's where the fallout's going to come from. It ain't the fact that they're going to have to put their
and
debit
then they
card.
lose the discount, right?
All of a sudden it's going to be people calling because their bill changed and they didn't pay attention to the warning. That's where the fallout's going to come from.
They're going to be caught off guard. They're going to be like, wait a minute, where's that? Why is my bill $40 extra this month?
There you go. That's where the fallout's going to come from. The people who ignore notices, which is pretty much almost everybody.
What up, B?
What up?
Brandon, ¿cómo está?
¿Cómo tú estás?
You know it's bueno, dog. You know how I do. All right, we just got done talking about this. B, you're a T-Mobile customer, aren't you? You got your own account, right?
I'm actually on a plan with my stepdad currently. Well, I've been on a plan with him already for a while now, but he's been with Sprint since way before Nextel.
Has the account changed from Sprint to T-Mobile billing? No,
it's still the same.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in April.
Yeah, so it'll probably do an automatic switch.
I was gonna say, I wonder if, like, say somebody who's close to you, if you can kind of gauge those waters to see if people are gonna respond positively or negatively to this. What's going on in the Discord? Anybody pissed about it? Anybody know?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not on the servers.
What'd you say, Steve? I'm sorry.
In terms of like the community, anybody in the Discord upset about this? Pissed? Are they going to switch? Are they going to, change carriers or anything? Anybody talk about it?
I haven't checked, bro. I haven't really checked. I haven't been active on Discord for like the last couple of days. I haven't done court in session in there, so I haven't been active.
See, here's the thing, Akivo. It's secured for you because you have protections from the credit card company. This puts all liability on your checking account and nothing on T-Mobile. And they're saving the money on the fees.
Think about it, guys. What you guys don't understand, unless you have a major bank like B of A, Chase, or Wells Fargo, or U.S. Bank, it takes about 45 days to get the money back. But major banks like that, it could take anywhere between 15 to 30 days. And then sometimes they'll issue you a temporary credit, but it depends on the history of your account. If you have enough money that goes in and out to cover it in case they decide to say it didn't go in your favor. So you can get screwed at any time. That's why checking accounts very vulnerable.
That's possible, Evendi. I know that's what Verizon did. The only credit card that qualifies for the autopay discount is the Verizon credit card. All the other ones, all of their autopay requirements are checking account, debit card. I'm pretty sure AT&T is going to do this too. It's all carrier business. This is why the only thing I'm pissed about is when Sweaty Armpits starts talking about we're the uncarrier, we solve pain points. No, you don't. You create pain points. You're getting rid of Amazon Prime on all accounts. You're getting rid of all the stuff for Sprint. You're changing their accounts. You're making them switch plans. You're doing this type of nonsense. You're not the uncarrier. They need to just stop. It's ridiculous.
And then they're giving you free soccer.
Well, I mean, MLS soccer. Can I at least get Premier League? Can I get La Liga? Can I get Barcelona? Can I watch Real, bro? You got to give me MLS. Come on, dog. Nothing against the Columbus Crew, but come on, seriously.
Hey, Steve. So AT&T has a credit card, right? I just got it.
Right, but they don't force you to have to use it for autopay discount on a credit card. Like you can still use your regular credit card, get autopay on AT&T. I'm guessing they're going to move that way to kind of push it, right? Because they get in on that percentage on all those transactions, all those fees. So they'll gladly say you could use it on this and still qualify. Yeah, that's true, MS. There's other ways to do this, but they're all trying to leverage more sources of income. Every little stream helps. The truth is that like shareholders put the pressure on these companies, to perform. Bottom line, top line, revenue growth, ARPU, margins. I mean, just they want share buybacks. They want dividends. Like shareholders are ruthless. They're like, I gave you my money. Now make more and give me some. S Blue Tech with the first super chat of the night. Appreciate you, bro. He broke the seal. T-Mobile has an agreement with Apple where Apple Card gets 3% cash back with them. So would Apple Card users continue to get the autopay discount? Guess we'll see. We shall see. You guys want to keep it with T-Mobile news? We got one more thing for the...
Sneed, do you actually see them getting rid of the autopay discount and just from there, like slowly raise pricing from there after April?
No. The autopay discount is never going to go. They love the autopay discount.
Yeah, but if they see a lot of customers leaving and basically saying, hey, if I'm going to almost be paying the same amount as Verizon or AT&T and still get the 20% off or 25% off AT&T and then still getting the fixed wireless or the employee discount.
Here's the thing. It shocked me when I learned this, but it's the truth because I've seen the data. The T-Mobile customer is not the most cost-sensitive customer. You know who is?
Verizon.
No, it used to be Sprint, but now it's AT&T. The most cost-sensitive customers were Sprint customers. They were the value hunters. They were the Sprint Kickstart, the families. The best value was always at Sprint. The worst network was always at Sprint. Well, it was T-Mobile for a long time, then it was Sprint. But the cost-sensitive customer, a lot of them went to AT&T. And they kept their cost-sensitive ways because we even saw AT&T add, just a little bit of churn from one small move, right? And then the customers started to kind of like churn. So, T-Mobile customers are pretty resilient. And I'll tell you why, by the way. T-Mobile customers hate AT&T and Verizon. T-Mobile customers used to be AT&T and Verizon customers. Very few customers at T-Mobile have never tried Verizon or AT&T, and they left probably because it was during the John Legere era, and they hate Verizon over a bill, and they hate AT&T over getting double charged, or some combination of those things. So they left on bad terms, and they likely have it hanging over their credit, and they never paid them the final bill, and they never found resolution. Those customers will never go back to AT&T and Verizon. That's why the T-Mobile churn is stabilizing. There's nowhere to go.
You that on
go to Verizon and get a cheaper plan than T-Mobile, and you can't get a cheaper plan on AT&T unless you get signature discounts and qualify in some other ways. Go ahead, whoever that was. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying you were so head on, bro. You were so dead on with that.
There's one thing. A lot of people say a lot of shit about me, No Radio. There is one thing that is undeniable. I represent the consumer because I've lived it for like the last 20 plus years with these companies. I've tried them all. I've lived it. So like my experiences are not that different from anyone else's. I've been jerked around. I've been, taken through the ringer with these companies. I've been screwed by AT&T 20 times. Carlos, how many times have you been screwed by AT&T, dog? On how many different levels? Everybody's been through it with these companies. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, all T-Mobile had to do was be available to these people, and they left their Verizon or AT&T. All T-Mobile had to do was build a freaking tower, and these people were gone. They're like, get me out of here. And it's always the same thing. I'm stuck with AT&T. They're the only company that works here. I'm stuck with Verizon. They're the only company that has coverage in this part of the Adirondacks or whatever, the boonies. I live on Boone's Farm and I got no signal. T-Mobile still hasn't brought a tower here.
How do you feel about Dish right now, Sneed?
Dish is
If they,
they're doing good, don't you think, B? They're building sites. I mean, they're doing their part, right?
no, I mean they're building sites like crazy, but it's like, when are they going to come out the closet or the toy box?
That's terrible, B. It's terrible, man. You know what they really have to do is just get the retail going and just sell.
That's all they have to do. But
they have
I mean,
to start doing the retail situation.
But it's crazy how I was telling Keon the other day that I remember Boost Mobile used to be the largest prepaid carrier.
Yeah, there was a time where Boost would shine.
Yeah, and it's like now it's like it's slowly been forgotten because they don't have truly high-speed data anymore.
Unless they can get all those customers on their own native network, they can't really do it.
Yeah.
They won't make money. I mean, who the hell's in business to give service away for free?
T-Mobile.
You know, at cost. Well, you know.
I know.
Yeah. All right, last story from the T-Mobile side, and then we'll kind of have a free-for-all. T-Mobile's Neville Ray is going to retire this fall. All right, I'm not shocked. I will tell you guys, I mean, this guy's been doing it a long time. Job well done. He did his part. He did everything he could for the company as the network or president of technology. He's the network guy. He did a lot with a little. The T-Mobile network was always inferior to its competition until like the last 5 years, where between the merger and the 600 megahertz, it made them competitive. I still think to this day, on a national scale, they're the most problematic network. Maybe because they're the most experimental network. I don't know. Right? They're like on the cutting edge. They want to do SA, they want to do Vonar and all this other stuff. I can respect that and I can appreciate that. You know, but they always were the smaller, more inferior network experience. And I think that's kind of what plagued T-Mobile through all those years. So part of me doesn't really want to give him too much credit, but he's so well respected within the industry. You can't just look past it. So I salute him. Job well done. I think he did the best he could given the resources he had. He hasn't worked a day in like the last 4 or 5 years, so I don't, you know, whatever. But whoever the guy is that's replacing him, Alf Van Sluisenson or whatever his name is, that guy, if he has anything to do with these network outages, we're screwed. If this is the way that things are going to be going, this really sucks, dude, because these outages are annoying. They're extensive. Some people were down for several days. Some people didn't have texting. Some didn't have calling. Some didn't have data. It was just no rhyme or reason what happened. We're just like, whatever. I mean, when is that stuff going to stop? You know? So the question becomes is like, are we happy that Neville's leaving because the network hasn't been great? Are we in trouble that he's leaving? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I hear he's retiring to Planet Zorb.
Oh God, he'll get the 5G on the Zorb.
He will.
Yeah. He'll be snacking on a bag of Zarg nuts while he's up there.
Yes, he definitely 5G. Will. I don't know. I think there's there's been some positive things that he's able to accomplish during his tenure, like securing more 600 megahertz spectrum, Sprint merger, getting the rest of the 2.5 licenses from the FCC, making, modernizing the T-Mobile network, shutting down the Sprint network early. Yes, that did happen. There's been those things, but like you said, one thing, a couple, in engineering, you're either really good at some things, but not necessarily good at others per se. You can't necessarily be good at everything. That's what CEOs are for. So I think, hopefully the network outages will you need to be proactive, in network, to kind of minimize any type of network outages. And T-Mobile, that's not necessarily their forte. It is for usually Verizon.
Can I ask you something, Zero Cool?
Yeah.
Tell me the honest truth, bro.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
In 2016, when T-Mobile got their low band, it was a game changer for them, right?
It was, and I remember.
Yes or no? That's all I need to know.
Yes.
Okay, so for them, it was a game changer.
Yeah.
AT&T was already done with their low band build. Verizon was already done with their low band build. These guys were behind.
It's because they got it so late. Remember the TV spectrum shutdown? They got
But
their
whose
600
fault
megahertz
is
late.
that?
Huh?
Whose fault is that?
It's the FCC mainly.
Really?
Yeah, because think about it. They actually had
The FCC owed T-Mobile something?
Well, the way that works is that, it took a long time for these TV stations to shut down to clear off that spectrum. And it took an even longer time to move the spectrum over so that T-Mobile could use it. It was quite a while. It was at least 6 months.
But the DOJ was able to get them roaming for 7 years on AT&T.
That's different.
Why?
That's different because you're not using your own native license, you're using somebody else's.
So what? They didn't have to build towers or anything.
Well,
Bro,
that's my point.
That's my point. In what realm of the universe does some entity empower you to compete?
Well, if you're picking back off somebody, it's kind of like the drug dealer that doesn't want to buy their own crack, that wants to, always get the discount from the dealer who's getting. What? That's the truth.
Oh, come on, man!
How are you going to put them on blast like that? Come on, man!
All right, well, let me level up a little bit, right? Okay, so they finally get low band. All right, now the whole thing happens with mid band. In my opinion, mid band is done. In my opinion, mid-band in terms of the tower grid, the way it's constructed today, is golden. We really don't need more sites specifically for mid-band. In my opinion, I think the N77 is perfectly fine. It's a full power band. We don't have any trouble with respect to distance between tower sites and the grid. They're making a big deal about this. I don't think that's the right way to look at it. I think it's time to start looking at these higher frequencies and start building tower grids and tightening them up and densifying outside of this whole mid-band approach. Yeah, well, mid-band for like rural and stuff, fine, I get it. But like, especially when it comes to fixed wireless access, I think Neville is lost in the sauce. If he really believes that he can support fixed wireless access on mid-band, then he's dumber than he pretends he's not.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to go back to the drug dealer situation. Like, T-Mobile only has maybe 1 or 2 sets of drugs versus Verizon has about 10 or 15 to 20. They have more drugs to play around with. if you're gonna say, oh, I need to sell some stuff, well, I only have 2 product, that's all they're going to talk about, and that's exactly what they're doing.
It just doesn't make sense for a company to buy mmWave and not build it. It doesn't make sense for a company that talks about the N41 like it's this golden spectrum, and then they buy N77. None of it makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's all contradictory. It's all hypocritical, or they're just lost in the sauce. I don't know what it is. But everything that Neville has always said, I never understood. N41 is the golden, is the best spectrum ever. And then they go and spend the most per megahertz pop of N77. Make that make sense.
Hey, Sneed, I can make it make sense. You want to know what it is? It's called noise. They just want things for noise. I've noticed that between N41 and N77, and a few people have argued with me, N41 has too much clutter in it. Like there's noise that comes into the band that makes it slow down. N77, I'm able to get it through woods, and people told me, oh, it don't go through woods. It goes through woods for 2.5 miles. Pine, oak trees, things that have water in them, and it's still able to go through them. And
yeah, but they got what T-Mobile did that was smart was they went and got Sprint for pieces and parts prices. They weren't going to get a lot of C-band competing with AT&T and Verizon, so they knew they had to get the Sprint spectrum. I don't think you guys understand. If they didn't get that merger with Sprint, they're seeking out a merger with a cable company. They want a buyout. They had no chance in these spectrum auctions. They were never going to get more than 40 megahertz.
Once again, I said it, and I'll say it again. Sprint landed in their lap. That was their golden key.
I'm not convinced that Neville Ray was as goated as people think. I just think he's a nice guy and people respect him and they liked him. And, you know, he made something out of nothing, but that something he made wasn't even all like, it wasn't perfect, you know?
I will tell you guys this. Sprint put up the fastest 2.5 when John Saw was in charge. We had it live in 9 cities.
9 cities, dog. We're gonna really do this?
Well,
but it was fast.
I'm just trying to make a point of where priorities are.
And how many markets did Verizon launch with millimeter wave? Wasn't it at least 9 markets?
Yeah.
So then what the hell are we talking about here?
Well, I'm talking about there's some companies that just do it better or did it better. You know, T-Mobile just sucks.
I remember 200 megabits per second on N41 when it first launched.
Right. Yeah.
And then Carlos was showing me 600 on N41 when Sprint launched in his market.
Mm-hmm.
Sneed, I was getting 300 on a band 41.
How much uplink were you getting?
I don't remember, but I remember having that excess, and I was getting 300 megabits.
In my area, when N41 started up, when I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, in my area when T-Mobile finally got all their 5G stuff started, the downlink was 700, 800 when it started, when it was a small footprint. Now it does 1.5 to 1.75 gigs.
You know what, Brian? It's not that T-Mobile is trash. I think they take shortcuts.
Bro, I'm annoyed that my auto pay does not count with my damn Apple Pay. I'm a little bit annoyed about that. I'm kind of bumhurt, not gonna lie.
Let's put it this way: they're not trash. They just have a golden trash can. If that makes sense.
Oh damn!
Hey, just like I have a golden shitter. All right, continuing.
Right. They're just hoarder people.
And I have a black safe for the drugs. Zero cool.
Do y'all think with Neville Ray's replacement, they'll actually deploy millimeter wave in more areas, but not everywhere?
How the CapEx is going down?
No, I don't think so. It's just the same old crap.
Hey Brandon, I heard the grapevine that there's gonna be a brand. There's a brand of new carrier coming to town. It's gonna roam on It's gonna run on every carrier. It's called Brandon Mobile.
Oh hell!
Oh damn!
I don't want to do that Peter Adderton stuff.
No, you do it better. Give them all day.
That's so bad.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh my god, dude.
Oh goodness. Yeah, Tech Guy 32. That's kind of what I was thinking, man.
Bro, I just gotta say this: when No Radio came into the stream at the beginning, man, his joke about Mobile X was that was the best.
Yep. No F's given from No Radio. That's what you should change your name to. No F's given.
Yeah. It's suitable.
More like no rollout.
Damn.
No rollout.
No rollout. That's that no Doxis rollout. What that is.
Shit.
You know, I think
we're gonna have 10 markets done by 2026.
Oh boy. I think the CFO for T-Mobile. I think I don't like him. I never liked him. I just think he's doing T-Mobile. I mean, yes, they're saving money by not spending much capex, but I just think they're cutting their, what's the saying? They cut their knees off to spite their face.
Oh, the nose, yeah.
The nose off. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, we got a super chat from the homie Green. Appreciate you, Green.
Oh, snaps.
My tower has C-band and millimeter wave on it. Lucky you. iPhone 14 Plus seems to favor C-band. Is there a way to force it? No. It's going to choose whichever signal quality is better. And like 99.9% of the time, it's going to be C-band.
Guys, I'll be back. I have to make an emergency call. One of our dogs just fell off the back of a couch and is sprawled out.
All right. Damn.
Too much information.
Take care of your dogs, folks. Sheesh.
It was after this whole T-Mobile conversation, I swear.
Oh, damn. Hey, Josh says, I hope Dish becomes the next uncarrier.
They're looking that way.
I don't know about Charlie.
Well, listen, imagine they're going to roll out new towers and they're going to fix washing machines.
Bro, somebody needs to kidnap Charlie, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Just saying, bro. You know, you can run power to the towers and power to your washing machine.
I mean, we don't see what the pricing is. You know, the Boost Infinite and the Project Genesis. That's good pricing. You know, T-Mobile's they're not coming in anywhere close.
Is it crazy that Mobile X is going to beat Dish to an actual like launch?
Yeah, no.
They're going to launch the plane with no engines on it.
Right, exactly.
So that's.
I wonder how. I'm just. This launch is coming up soon. I wonder how frustrated Peter Edison's like really going to be. Like, I know. I want to see him. Like, I wonder how mad he's going to get. Like, I just got this feeling it's going to blow up or something.
I really don't understand Mobile X. Like, if you want like a decent amount of data, you're just better off going to Visible and still be on the same network, and still get roaming in Mexico and Canada and a few other countries.
So, what I could recommend to you, what is it? NY Ronaldo, Renal MD, whatever. I would say start with Cell Mapper and maybe look up by carrier, possibly. That's worth a shot. I think Stetson at bestphoneplans.net, I think he does like a coverage map or something. That might work for you. What's up, Kimberly?
Quick question for the group. Do we have any updates on the Dish Rainbow, Sam? Anything new? I know it's been like a couple weeks.
I was supposed to get a SIM from someone. I'm still waiting. I'd love to get one soon. What up, Big John Tech Reviews? Yeah. What's happening, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Rainbow's being tested right now. That's all I can say.
Cool.
Rainbow.
Anybody like the S23 so far? I think mine is just. Here's the thing I want to bring up. I mean, for Pete's sake, like the telecom carriers, they need to step up their game. It's like, you know, the phone, to me, in my eyes, there's not really much of a difference between the 22 and the 23.
No.
From our perspective, as far as
the SMT Nation comes through right here, Caleb. If you have an egg allergy, avoid ranch and mayo unless you know it to be egg free. You see what I'm saying, dog? Words of wisdom from the SMT Nation.
I don't need eggs.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
Hold on. Steve, you know where we're going with this.
Yeah, I do.
Bro, how are you getting the proteins of the world, you know, to get the
breakfast
muscle
proteins.
Yeah,
there's other protein that you can get besides eggs. Like,
yeah, but it's low carbs, dog, and you get lots of proteins.
Well, exactly. that's the trade-off, right? I usually mean high protein, high carb, unfortunately.
Well, let me just tell you guys, ranch is disgusting, so don't even use it.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna respectfully disagree. I was raised on ranch. Like good quality restaurant ranch. You probably had some good ranch dressing in your life.
Man, I heard this ranch dressing sucks thing, and I'm over here helping a dog. I had to come back and say, Sneed, I have to disagree with you, son.
I get it. A lot of people disagree with me. I just think there's something psychological happening with people that they would eat chicken wings with ranch dressing instead of blue cheese.
Bro, you eat them with both.
No.
What are you talking about?
Okay. I'm not a ranch fan, but I don't do blue cheese neither.
I don't do blue cheese.
How do you have chicken wings without blue cheese?
Bro, you got so
I don't need
Put the
chicken.
wings with the blue cheese. Okay, that I respect that, bro, because I do it too. But you still gotta have garlic ranch, bro, because for every 2 wings you eat with the blue cheese, you gotta have 3 with the garlic ranch. You feel me?
What?
Come
You
on,
got a
man.
number,
Yes.
a ratio, dog? Seriously?
Yes, a ratio. That's right. We got a ratio,
Did you
baby.
hear that shit? He's like, you got to do 3 of these, and then you get 2 of those.
That's right. You got a ratio, baby.
Carlos got his
Carlos is
fingers
all
on the
about-
ranch. He got his other fingers on the blue cheese.
Yep,
My problem is, I know people that there's nothing they don't eat without ranch. And I'm like, bro, you just like ranch. You might as well just eat the damn ranch. Like, what's the point of eating any other food if you're gonna
I
dip
put ranch
everything
on my
in
pizza.
ranch?
Oh,
Everything you eat tastes like ranch.
See, this
think
is why our
ranch?
people don't have anything, bro. We don't know how to go places and just eat food. We just want to just eat ranch. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
come on, man.
I don't get it.
It's
We put
become
eggs
like
on
a
our burgers,
societal issue,
too.
bro. This is something that we need to talk
I
about.
swear to
our
God,
children.
Brandon, shut up.
Bro.
Brandon, shut up, or you're about to be the mobile X.
See, this doesn't surprise me, Tim, because obviously you have bad taste in cars and you got bad taste in food. So no surprise.
It is nasty, bro.
Come on, Tim. It's all, bro.
Bro, think about it, bro.
had-
Listen,
it hit good.
I've
Bro.
had
Blue
bad-
cheese tastes like
good.
armpits.
It does. It's like armpit.
Well, how would
you know
we
that's
how
your problem,
armpits
bro. You've been
taste?
licking armpits so damn long, you think it just everything tastes like it now.
Bro.
What
You done
happens in
wrecked
the
your
sanctity
taste
of my
buds, dog.
bedroom is my business,
Hey,
okay?
Steve, I'm with you,
See,
bro.
this
Like,
is
if
I
you
knew
gotta
this was
eat-
going to happen, bro. Look at the time. We're past an hour. The whole show just got done derailed right off the rip, bro. Off the rip.
You brought the ranch in.
So hold on, Steve. So I agree with you, bro, on the blue cheese, okay? But it's only when you're eating the habaneros of the world. It hits hard with blue cheese.
Why you got to discriminate though? Like it can go with any type of wing.
But if you're eating like the spicy barbecues of the world or something like that, bro, you gotta have a ranch. Come on, man.
Well, what about feta cheese? I mean, that's good.
Feta cheese is fantastic.
Right, that's really good.
Yeah.
All things feta. You know, there's IoT. There's IOF, Internet of Feta.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man.
I just don't like blue cheese. I can't do it.
Yeah, and this is why you keep getting your ass beat, Caleb. And,
Well,
and this is why we keep punking you out, bro.
No,
Come on, man. You don't do him like that.
Oh.
Don't be.
No, here's the thing.
You guys during your childhoods, I have no clue. You know, everybody's got stories and things happen, but blue cheese is the ultimate compliment. You know, in dressing for wings. That's all I'm saying.
I like all types of cheeses. Well, except for maybe 1 or 2, but it's just I mean, there's going to be some type of cheese that.
Yo, Caleb, you're in the wrong state. Go a little bit further west.
Wisconsin cheese?
Because of
course I love
Wisconsin, you said you like all types of cheese. I was like, yeah,
I do. No, Wisconsin cheese is
Jose
amazing.
crossed the line, bro. Jose officially crossed the line. He said blue cheese with scallops. This is just too much.
Don't even, man. Hell no.
I didn't say it. I was thinking it though.
That's some blasphemy right there. What's wrong with you?
Wait,
It's not a poll. I'm not telling people to give up the ranch. Just understand that the ultimate, the GOAT that goes with hot wings is blue cheese. Ranch doesn't make any sense.
Miracle Whip or mayo?
You know what it is, Sneed? They eat ranch to water down the wing. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, but so like because they're hot wings.
Yeah, they sissy mouthed.
Ah, damn.
I can understand.
No radio.
He's correct. I mean, I do that because you eat you had the ranch on there to cool down the hot wing. I mean, that's like dipping water on something that's hot. In my opinion, I don't know.
Yeah, somebody mentioned it. I think it was B talking about pizza and ranch. I have seen that before, dog.
Actually,
very common.
Has anybody ever had? I'm kind of curious to know. Has anybody ever had a chicken wing with vanilla ice cream?
What?
Oh, God.
What the hell, bro?
That is so
come on,
random,
bro.
dog.
No, bro. That's a whole
Like
different
something that
level, bro.
sounds like someone mixed something. Sounds like someone made that.
Bro,
in
that
Alaska.
sounded like
Bro,
hot
you're
on
not serious.
diarrhea.
That's made up.
I'm not saying I do it. I don't. I just want to get a poll. Just trying to get the pulse from the people here.
I mean, I know people eat fries with ice cream.
Right, exactly. Now, do
Wait,
they do that
fries
with
with ice cream?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dipping it?
Yeah. Wendy's.
Oh my god, bro.
Some
What?
5-year-old shit right there.
Yeah,
man.
Wendy's.
Come on, bro.
Man, you guys think of anything. What the hell?
That's good. That's good.
Okay, toasted cheese, grilled cheese, and tomato soup.
Yes.
You could take.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
That's a
Yeah.
thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
gonna say,
Yeah,
I like-
absolutely. Yeah.
What about peanut butter sandwich and soup?
Wait,
Fun
peanut
fact.
butter sandwich and soup.
So I don't.
Yeah.
What
I don't
kind of
like
soup?
grilled- I don't like grilled
Like a
cheese.
tomato-based soup.
I gotta try it, bro. It doesn't sound good off the
fire.
rip, though.
It's fire, son. Been doing it my
All
whole
He
family.
said
That's
it's
a
fire,
southern thing.
son.
It's a southern thing, bro. I'm trying to
All
tell
right,
you.
I'll check it out, bro. I'll do it, man. All right.
I don't like grilled cheese. Sneed. If I had the choice between the Domino's pizza box and the grilled cheese sandwich, I'd eat the box.
That's because you ain't had the grilled cheese made right, sir.
Yeah, I gotta have it made right. I'm talking about put the garlic, put the butter on it.
No, I don't. I just don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Period. I don't like it at all. I just don't.
That's interesting.
It's a.
Bro,
it's
you would believe one of my students got me, man. So he gave me 2 ribeyes, 2 sirloins off of a farm-raised cow,
Oh,
grass-fed. It was a roamer.
Woo.
Fantastic, bro. Such beautiful cuts. Damn, son.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wonderful. And the wife made the garlic mashed.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, I went with the broccoli and asparagus, you know.
Yep,
Nice.
yep.
There you go.
I'm with you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely phenomenal. Bro,
And
there's
I-
nothing like a farm-raised steak.
Arnold,
Seriously, it's next level.
Sneed, you just ruined my dinner. I'm tricking with the trick Ronald's on for.
Hell no, bro. What are you
Ooh.
doing,
Damn,
son?
bro.
Oh
man.
no.
Bro, did y'all hear that they're doing plant-based
Come on.
burgers and nuggets?
Oh
Plant-based
shit!
burgers and nuggets.
That stuff will kill you, Austin. Don't do it.
You
I
know
don't
what?
know what's McDonald's Ranch or McDonald's Sprite. I don't know what's worse.
Granta, he said his dad likes grilled cheese with ketchup. I guess you're kind of doing the same thing as like the tomato soup in a way, right? It's like the same kind of situation. Oh shit, who do we got, bro? Who just came in? Who is it? Who's UCD's nuts?
Yo, what's up? It's P
Oh
Tech.
my son.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Doing good.
All right, good to have you, man. Thanks for coming through. Maybe contribute to the conversation. We're actually talking about the retirement of Neville Ray and the T-Mobile network. Do you think it gets better or worse from here?
Uh,
I mean, you
I'm
use
gonna
it,
say-
right? You use it at home, use it at work.
yeah, I
You're-
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe better, but we'll see.
What do we got, Los? What are we testing, dog?
AT&T DOD right here in another site that I found.
Oh, cool.
Wait, is that aggregation?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
French for aggregation, just so you guys know.
No, that's very, very promising. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I can believe.
Oh, damn, son.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
extremely
Optimum
promising.
there, what?
I bet you that you know what, guys? Once the 3.1 gets auctioned off, we'll have a 3 gigahertz spectrum that can go. Once the Verizon gets the full 200 as well. We're talking about for Verizon and AT&T full gig on.
Okay, real quick before we go back to cellular,
3
this is a
gigahertz.
good question right here. Which one is more goated? New England clam chowder or lobster bisque?
Oh, lobster bisque.
After
Oh,
bit.
come on, bro.
Lobster biscuits.
I'm going with the lobster.
I had
Well,
lobster. I had a last night I had scallops with a lobster risotto with fennel. It was awesome.
Fennel, yeah.
So there you go, Sneed. It's aggregating 77. Hold on. Damn, I got a speed test again.
What's the bandwidth, Lois?
40.
Hold on.
40. 40
I'm
and
gonna
40.
load it again. Okay, so
Yeah, you
it's
get
40,
40 of the upper band and 40 of the lower band.
and
Mm-hmm.
then 40, and then band 220, and that's it.
Wow, that's awesome. That is really
Hey.
promising. That's good numbers.
Hey! If Ricky's watching that's 80 megahertz of C-band.
Yeah.
So what I noticed about so
That's
this is what
that
I noticed
real
about
5G.
AT&T,
Yeah.
is they use different PCI numbers. So
Fake
AT&T's
5G.
using
Yeah.
so LTE's on PCI 48, and then you got regular N77 on PCI 99, and then you have DOD on 91. So they're using different PCI numbers because we don't want because Ricky thought I was doing cross tower aggregation dual connectivity, but I'm not. I'm right the site is right here. I mean, it's hard to see because it's night here now, but I'm like literally like less than 100 feet away from the tower.
Yo, Los, I see that alien behind you from Nope.
Damn.
Bro,
Oh, shit.
all it is a view of the mountains with a bunch of snow.
I'd be interested to see if it kicks down the DOD when you get farther from the tower.
Dude, it's 25
DOD
degrees right
only.
now where I'm at.
How far are you from the tower right now?
Hey, can I do some shout outs real quick, guys?
Yeah.
Big shout out to Lavendi. Big shout out to Jose sending over the buy me a coffees during the show. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Give me coffees.
Oh, Sneed,
So
I
the
had
side
coffee this morning.
that way.
Awesome.
Where the light is shining right there.
Dude, Austin, I drink like 8 cups of coffee a day, dog. This is some serious business.
Well, he drinks 8 cups of coffee a day to keep the doctor away.
How do you? That's a lot of coffee.
You bloated drinking all that.
Hell
said
no,
what?
bro.
Don't tell me Carlos is going to come in here and say, yeah, I drink about 15 cups of coffee a day.
I drink about 6 and then Pepsi throughout the day for
I was about to say Carlos drinks Pepsi.
I can only do about 2. I can't do much.
Oh my god, it's cold.
I'll be doing backflips down the street if I drink that much coffee.
No radio doing backflips? Damn. No radio. Better be careful. Don't knock out the coax.
Damn, Ricky's getting sentenced to 12 months of T-Mobile service. Damn, son.
Oh, damn. Wow,
No chance of parole.
Hard.
No chance of parole. You stuck like duck, bro.
Can you guys seriously like imagine a world to where you are not punished by going to jail anymore? You are punished by slow data speeds.
Damn.
Wouldn't that be horrible?
Could be worse. You could be punished to DSL.
Right.
I mean, Kalo, considering they're sneaking cell phones in prisons now, that ain't
It's not too far off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right.
Filming rap videos in the cell.
Dude, we're great to be coming up with everything, bro. IVs for coffee.
Intravenous coffee. Jesus Christ.
Sheesh.
Hashtag coffee scallops. Oh my gosh, they're the best.
Yo, Tito's on 4 cups of coffee, no soda. No.
Bro, I can only do 1 cup of coffee.
I'll do max 2 and then soda sometimes.
Yeah.
I'd be if I had more. If I had more cups of coffee, I'd probably climb that T-Mobile tower.
Giving a shout out to boldcupcoffee.com. Want the best coffee? Go there.
Are they paying you?
Are they paying you?
No, I just love getting free stuff because it's literally the best.
All that free twerking.
Oh.
That's right. I just got notified from Google. They got the NFL Sunday ticket on the YouTube TV.
Oh, someone's gonna be very happy.
I was telling no radio what happens if Verizon ends up giving it away for free instead of having all the bundles and everything.
Not gonna happen.
Brother, seriously, IV coffee? This is real life, bro.
Oh my god.
Coffee enemas? Oh my Lord Jesus. I didn't heard it all now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah,
straight to the main vein, huh?
Do that,
well, so like I've heard of caffeine pills like No Dose. The truckers would take them back in the day. I remember. I don't know if they're still on it. Like now we got Red Bull and shit. You know,
I used to take No Dose.
Jesus Christ.
That's like way before like Ritalin and such. You know,
Me and No Radio, I've heard it all.
I used to take that before a soccer game. Yeah.
Man, you ain't have no skills in soccer, bro.
No, that's not true. I was all state.
All state.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Damn, son, you what?
Yeah.
All right, Zero, cool. I see you, bro. Damn,
back in when I had energy.
Bill Lavendi's asking about that coffee, Zero, cool. Give him a shout out.
Yes. Bold Cup Coffee, boldcupcoffee.com. You can get the coffee locally sourced from like Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Africa, Hawaii, every continent. And they do the green bean process where they do it for like 28 days. And then it's shipped to the roaster in Florida. And then it's shipped to you right after that, and it is probably the best. I haven't found anything better. Let's put it that way. So
you got to do the Kona. You got to do the Kona coffee with the Cuban.
They have the Kona coffee from Hawaii. They have that there too. They have every type, and it's the real shit too. So I have a Peruvian and I have Colombian coffee, and it's just like
Put you in a Peruvian necktie, dog. Chill
out.
It
is
Bro,
the
Peruvian
best
coffee is good. Peruvian coffee is really good.
Like I said,
the prices are amazing.
Coffee. Dude, in 2019, I went to Peru, bro. I'm telling you, to Machu Picchu. It's freaking beautiful, man. Going up the Inca Mountains, bro. You know what they give you when you're walking up the mountains, bro? So first, you got to have your cup of Peruvian coffee, bro. So you have that, like, shot. I'm talking about, like, it's like almost Cuban coffee, bro, level. You take it, then you're going up the mountain, bro, and they give you cocaine leaves, bro, and you put it under your tongue. I'm not even kidding, bro. I'm being straight up. Because what it does is it opens up your lungs to be able to breathe in those 14,000, 17,000 elevation.
Wow, that is steep, bro. That's almost 3 miles up.
You put it under your tongue and it just dissolves, and then out of nowhere your lungs you can breathe again.
Yeah, it's I mean, Los is right. Yeah, Peruvian coffee. I find that the best stuff there, or the best of that. I mean, you can get it. Depends on what kind of body of coffee you like. They get ground or the whole bean coffee. I get the organic coffee because they don't have the pesticides and the weed killers and whatnot. But prices are about 17 to 40 to 60 depending on which bag you get. But it's the real deal.
This coffee talk is making me tired.
Yeah, but if we were talking about Skunky, you'd be all about that life, right?
Nope.
Oh man, come on.
Or the county sheriffs.
Nope. Or do you want to talk about how that dog just took a spill off the sofa?
Oh no! We gotta talk about the AC unit.
So actually, on a real serious note, like a real serious note on that dog, it had a seizure. That's what happened.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened. I had to get him out of it. He had a whole full-on blown seizure.
Oh wow!
Sheesh, man. So that's known, like a condition for
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah,
it's rare, but
it
happens.
But he had it first time, and he lost his hearing. He's old. He's like 16 years old. And
God damn, that's Biden's age. Sorry,
Brandon.
You know what, Trex? From what I understand, in order to be USDA certified, don't they have to test the farm for fertilizers and pesticides and all that? Well, it could be organic fertilizer. They just can't use the inorganic stuff.
It also takes 6 years in order to be certified.
Yeah, so there's a process to that.
I used to work in organic produce, so believe me, I know.
Yeah. You know what the problem is, No Radio, is like I remember reading about farms that were certified organic, but the farm next to them isn't.
Exactly.
So it was like, what the hell's the point?
That happened here.
Contaminated,
We actually had he's like a legendary farmer. I ain't gonna say his name or whatever, and he couldn't keep up with the demand for his crop, so he started purchasing non-organic stuff from farmers around him and mixing it in.
Damn.
Oh,
he got busted.
Yeah. Oh God.
They could test it until it didn't come off his land, so he got busted. The farms next to him were trying to become organic farmers, but like I said, it takes 6 years. So they were doing all the organic stuff, but they were sneaking it in with the certified stuff.
It costs to get certified too.
Yes, and here these farmers, the state actually paid for all of them to go get certified, get all the training and everything. The state paid for all of it. Yeah. But he got busted.
Busted.
Well, I wonder how they do it internationally then. Like, I wonder if it's the same process to get organic certified or something.
They don't use pesticides.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's where you get the coffee from internationally.
You got to remember, dog, like we're feeding 340 million people here. I mean, most countries have 5 million people, 10 million people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a totally different level of this to producing food, man. With the exception of China and India, name a bigger, more populated country.
Yeah, China eating the dog and the cat.
Oh, damn, son.
But Americans do have bigger portions.
If you're talking scale, though, bro, like I know one farm that literally loads out 2 transfer truck loads a day of just cabbage and still can't keep up.
Jesus.
And they're only serving like a quarter of a state and they can't keep up.
You know what's crazy about the cabbage is like, what about lettuce? Like, because cabbage is not used in salads, really, right? Like, very minimal.
Yeah, lettuce is way higher use.
You know, so like that, and that commands a higher profit. I mean, cabbage is what, 50 cents a pound?
Yeah, it's cheap.
You know, because it's all water.
A little more for organic, but yeah, a lot of here they got a lot of hydroponic lettuce farms here, where they're dual farming. Yeah. They're doing tilapia in the water and the lettuce on top of the water. That's how they do it, bro.
Oh, so they're multi-farming, like
yep,
yeah.
Just
squeezing and getting more use out of it, huh?
Gotta make more use of the space.
That stuff is actually really interesting. And then there's some farms where they actually have it inside buildings where they climate control.
Dude, I saw this. Austin, did you see this video?
Roasting rats.
I saw it, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I did hear about that. That's horrible.
They had them on a rotisserie and they were like rotating it on the sidewalk, bro.
I shared it on Twitter. Was it like last week?
Bro, I don't know if you guys remember that episode of Martin when Hustle Man came through with the barbecued pigeons, bro. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'll sell you this, chief. $19, chief.
I mean, Sneed, at this point, as big as the New York rats are, you can probably cut a ribeye out of one of them.
Oh, damn, son. You get a sirloin, a ribeye, and a strip steak.
And then you get the fried chicken from the Keys from Ricky.
Oh, Ricky's on it, man.
Dude,
Ricky's sauteing skunks these days. I heard he rips them down off of those cell towers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's helping the Florida skunk infestation alone.
What do you mean roasted rats are organic? How? How? Who's certifying that?
Not if they're in New York. Not if they're from New York. They're eating all kind of sludge.
All right, another super chat from Green.
Ninja Turtle rat.
What's your thoughts about the iPhone not getting millimeter wave outside the U.S.? Do you think the international models will ever get millimeter wave? I mean, you got to build a millimeter wave network, multiple networks within these countries. They have no interest in it.
I know they are in Canada.
Nobody's building it, though.
They are in Canada.
They're building millimeter wave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which provider?
Rogers and Bell.
TELUS?
Slowly, not as much as Rogers and Bell.
So TELUS is the T-Mobile?
Oh.
So, yeah, pretty much.
And Rogers is the Verizon?
Yeah, Rogers actually has an existing roaming agreement with AT&T. So if you're like an AT&T customer, that's the network you kind of want to be on. But every time I go to Canada, Rogers is what I prefer using. So,
yo, what up, Caesar? What's happening?
Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, guys?
Well, you see it, man. We running the podcast, man. We got the Goon Squad up in here. Hashtag Goon Squad.
Sneed, I know you'll be.
What wasn't this about millimeter wave? I think Japan and South Korea are also deploying.
Yeah, they do have some. Yeah. They got cities with like 20, 30 million people, though.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody thinks that New York's this incredible city. Dude, Tokyo?
Oh.
Seoul? You know? Like, these are some big-ass cities. They're probably going to have to do millimeter wave in Mumbai at some point, aren't they?
13.9 million in Tokyo.
I know that they recently just adopted 5G standard in India.
What are they, like Rel 7?
Something like that.
And apparently Turkey's getting it soon.
Dude, Turkey, most people are still connected on 3G.
So, Sneed, something you'd be interested in, and I don't know if Carlos, you've messed with it yet, but the on the T-Mobile side, they brought the switch for standalone on the iPhone, and from my testing so far, when the 5G standalone switch is off, it just blocks it and ignores standalone network for T-Mobile, and then if it's on, it just lets it come through like normal.
Huh.
Hey, Jason D, if I can offer you some advice. If you want to trade in your Pixel 4 XL and get a 7 Pro, you'd be getting a great phone. That's one hell of an update. That's something I could recommend. If you're looking for something more cutting edge for like cellular and modems and technology relative to cellular, then obviously get yourself probably like the latest Galaxy. But I don't know about trade-in deals or anything. I think Google will take care of you on a good trade-in.
That is a really big upgrade.
Yeah. S Blue Tech, another super chat. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Speaking of cities, if we had to rank, what would be the top 5 U.S. cities for cell coverage and performance?
That ain't New York.
They got a cell tower on every rooftop, right?
And it still don't work right according to people up there.
What? Really? All right. What's the issue? Is it congestion? Is it just signal quality?
So what I've seen is you're getting 2 megs down and 100 up because the downlink is congested.
2 down, 100 up. Damn, son.
That's more backwards than Caillou.
That's how you know. That's how you know you got congestion right there.
Facts.
True.
When your upload is beautiful.
I know Philly's pretty good. Philly with every carrier is good.
I've heard Philly's good. Yeah.
Jacksonville, Florida. I can vouch for this. Every carrier is actually decent in Jacksonville.
I'd guess Dallas is probably good for every carrier. I would
That's
guess.
the measuring stick. Greensboro's definitely good then, if that's the measuring stick.
I would have to say Salt Lake City too. When I used to live there, all the carriers were good too.
Here's the thing about top 5 cities for cellular. They would have to be like all carriers would be really great there, right? That'd be a qualifier. Yep. Lots of capacity and lots of coverage. So
lots of millimeter wave if they're Verizon. And
right. I mean, it definitely has to be like a Super Bowl city, right?
Well, that's it. Well, what does it have to? Because all I'm saying is you can't find a street corner in Greensboro without millimeter wave, and it's not a Super Bowl city.
Well, I was thinking for all carriers, like once the Super Bowl goes there, the carriers build out.
Sneed, it's just like Fort Lauderdale from Miami up to West Palm Beach. There's a ton, and they're still building out millimeter wave.
Yep.
The reason why I would say every macro can't count is because not every carrier is doing millimeter wave there, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, really, let's be honest. Only Verizon millimeter wave even counts.
True.
Yeah, they're the only one that's like dedicated to it.
So basically, if you got great service and coverage, but you have 0 millimeter wave, your city disqualifies if you don't have a heavy millimeter wave. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, then
I don't know, man. Maybe the Twin Cities, they seem really good for cellular. Chicago seems good.
Houston's pretty good with all of them, even when Sprint was here.
Is Verizon congested in Houston?
If you're on prepaid, it is.
Is that a qualifier? I don't know if that's a qualifier.
No.
Like, I don't know prepaid has to be good. Like,
yeah, prepaid probably has to be good too, in my opinion. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's got
postpaid is actually pretty good,
bro. I'm not even joking. This was like 3 years ago before C-band. I reviewed Visible in Cleveland, and it was always fast as hell.
Yep.
So
good job, Sneed.
Well, I didn't do nothing, bro. I'm just
from literally 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Visible kind of acted like you were on a cable ISP that accidentally had a node go down.
Damn, son.
That's how bad the Verizon network, and there's still from what I'm hearing from people that were on it are still having problems.
Community Tech Channel is saying hello and good night all in the same sentence. All right, dude.
He's Keon Claus.
The Keon Claus? Yeah.
He said to all and all a good night.
I'll be sure to leave a glass of milk for you, dog.
With his pink Santa suit.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got a magenta thong under that Santa suit. Root Metric says the Oklahoma City. All carriers are good.
He got his Santa Claus beard from skunk ape fur.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know about custom ROMs, Tito. Chill out, man. I don't think anybody's doing that anymore.
No.
It's kind of a dead thing.
I've done it, but it's been a while.
You know,
Like 2
anybody
years.
got the Huawei Honor 4XS, whatever it was back in the day?
I had an Honor
Flash.
5X.
You ever turn it on every once in a while to try that Snapdragon 625?
Hey, I used that phone daily for a little while, bro.
Straight
On
up.
AT&T. Straight up, I did for a little
Until
while.
they banned it, right? They blacklisted
No. I mean, believe me. You said Honor 5X. You're talking 2015, 2016.
it. Damn, son.
There's no Huawei ban back then.
I had a Moto X, dude. I liked that phone. I had one of those. I built Moto X Pure Edition, customized it, did the whole back thing, and had the stitched and embroidered and all that. I did that.
I want Motorola and Verizon to fix their relationship, and we get some new droid.
Their relationship is
Verizon
jacked up,
droids.
bro.
Yeah.
What was the phone with the Moto mod with the millimeter wave?
Yeah, I
God.
remember
Moto
that.
X?
The Moto Play.
Oh yeah.
There was a Moto Power or something. There was some weird names.
Yeah.
Could be worse, bro. Those LGs were trash.
LG was good until the G6. After the G6, it all went to crap.
There was nothing good about the LG G5.
My one friend had a G6 that literally would electrocute his hands.
Damn, son.
Damn, that's
Damn.
very that's shocking.
Oh, that's what it was called, the Moto Z. Yeah, that's right. Maxley is still chugging along with his YouTube channel, dude. Shit. Good for him, bro. That dude was like the OG in the Android world. I remember him.
Hey, girl.
The LG chicken wing. Nice,
Oh,
Still
that
got it.
thing.
Still got it, baby.
Oh, Jesus. The chicken
Oh my
wing.
god, that reminds me of TikTok.
Chicken wing,
chicken
wing.
chicken wing, hot dog and bologna.
Yeah, that would be the TikTok phone.
Literally.
Yep.
I remember the first
Yeah.
TikTok video I ever watched. It was one of my students, bro. He was laying down in the street and somebody was pouring a gallon of milk over his face. And he was
What?
pretending like he was
God.
drinking it. It was just like pouring it on him, and it went viral, bro. He got like 1 million views in 1 hour.
Damn.
Yeah, just gallon of milk, just pouring all over, like just right over the top. Dude's like
Yeah.
choking, you know, he's just like drowning in it.
Sneed went to work the next day, went into school and said, "Yo, stop playing in the street with that milk."
It was weird, bro. I'm like, what are they doing? And it was like 10 seconds, you know. I'm like, what is this?
Sneed had to watch it 3 times because he was kind of, shocked, and he was surprised.
LG V20, Jose's favorite phone.
LG V4, I didn't mind the LG V40.
Bro, I remember the V60. That was a beast of a phone, but that was it. They tapped out after that phone.
Yeah, V6.
It's need.
Mm.
Did you get the Celeris?
Nah, not yet. Waiting on it.
Yeah,
I'm expecting
same
it. Yeah. Some people got it though, Los.
here. Really?
Yeah, some people started getting it, as I've seen, but they may have got it like shipped to them sooner because they're bigger creators. You got to remember, bro. Don't listen to what Ricky says. I'm not a big YouTuber. I got like 22,000 subs. The hell's so big about that?
Yeah, and Ricky's like, "Oh, I'm a YouTuber now." I'm like, "Bro, I'm at the bottom of the pit of the goddamn Satan's barrel." Literally.
Jesus.
When it comes down to this platform, I'm tiny.
Oh, the devil
Still.
went down to Florida.
No, he went down to
Went to
Georgia.
Florida
He didn't go to
still.
Florida.
No, he kept going across the border.
Goddamn.
No, radio. I will refrain from making a comment with the border. I'll refrain. You know what I'm
You're
talking
small.
about.
You're small on this platform, but you're big in the niche, is what I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, okay, let's just be real, right? The other people in the niche ain't doing live streams and having conversations with people.
True.
True.
Yeah, but
So
I like having the conversations with people.
no, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you're kind of the only one actually. So the other two are just regurgitating news half the time and standing in front of a cell tower doing a speed test. I said it.
But here's the thing, like,
And
I
one's
truly
filming in
feel-
HDR. Oops.
I truly feel like the community is like the representation of the channel. Like, I make the content, obviously, but I mean, I feel like I'm making content that people want. I mean, I ask you guys all the time what you want to see more of. I do polls all the time, and I use that feedback to make the content.
That's
You know?
good. You're listening to your audience, which is that's a sign of healthy relationship between you and your fans.
Did the poll get you on blue cheese versus ranch?
Man, I am not going to pull that shit. I don't want to know.
Steve.
I don't want to hear.
So the next one is, bro, you're not sitting out there drawing fancy art, putting it for sale.
What?
Inside joke.
Man, you guys be saying some things, and I don't even know what's going on, bro.
See, that's because you ain't on the underground. You ain't on the underground with us.
Yeah, bro, you're on the
Maybe
underground with us,
Austin
paying
again.
attention to
Let's
the
get Austin
Googles
back
of the
in
world.
here.
You know, you probably know what we're talking about.
Yo, my audio just crashed for some weird reason. Damn.
Community Tech Channel said he was in front of a building. Give him some credit. Okay.
All right.
You were in front of a building, all right? That was and
Did the skunk kidnap a woman and climb to the top of the building?
I don't know, Jose. TCL is the new LG. I don't know. Maybe TCL is the new Moto.
TCL's been coming out with all right stuff, and it's not.
They're not bad. They're actually pretty good.
EM coming in with the Sprint logo.
OnePlus is the new LG.
What up, Marcelo?
Nice Sprint logo, EM.
Tribute to the fallen better company.
Shout out to anybody that's on one of those Sprint Kickstarter plans.
Oh.
What about
About to
family,
get kicked out the door.
You about to get kick rocks, bro.
He's like, I can't wait for T-Mobile to take them out with the bathwater.
Or the more everything plan.
Hey, Brandon, you ain't gonna have service come April 1st.
Bro, I have the TNX.
Yeah, he's golden.
He
He ain't
is?
Maverick, bro.
Yes, that is a T-Mobile sim.
Maverick's probably still rocking his.
Hey, which phone are you rocking right now, B?
The iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Did you finance or lease that one through Sprint or from T-Mobile?
I actually got it through Best Buy Finance, and then I just basically ran away with it and paid it off.
Damn,
He's like, I ran away.
I'm out this piece. Damn,
Yeah.
son.
When you buy, Brandon, when you buy from Best Buy, is it unlocked?
When I paid it off, it became unlocked, but it was actually like $800 off when it first came out.
So it was locked to your carrier.
Yeah, it was locked until I paid it off.
Ah.
But I mean, I've had Visible, I've had Verizon, I've had AT&T. It's pretty much a really good phone to this day. The only problems that I have with it sometimes is that it kind of heats up on T-Mobile, but mainly when it's on N41.
Bro, when I joined the beta and I'm able to get
Sprint
watch
5G
this-
UC.
Sprint Ultra capacity.
damn Sprint.
I still got it, bro.
That's the
Gonna
family
hang on
plan.
forever.
Yes, the family plan.
I wonder when they're gonna get rid of a title for those people that have old Sprint plans. Because that's expensive. It's 10. It ranges from anywhere from
The
10
music
to
platform?
20. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they
I
sold
mean, do
that
people
off,
want
remember?
it? Like, was that one of the things that they signed up for when they got that plan? Like, this was it?
Well, I mean, Sprint randomly bought it and say, hey, you know what? You could either use it or you can use your Spotify or your Apple Music. But some of the people that I knew that had Sprint never used it.
There was so
Verizon
much stuff on that premium plan, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
That's one thing T-Mobile should have tried to retain is the title.
Never even was on the table, man.
Yeah.
Should have kicked the table over then. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
They did trials a couple of times on T-Mobile Tuesdays.
Let's flip that table.
Yeah, they kept teasing us with it. And then they
Can I
started
ask
teasing
you guys something?
Spotify.
We got like 8 people here. I really want to know. Carlos, I'll start with you just because the positioning on these little tiles or whatever. What is the worst thing, in your opinion, that T-Mobile has done since the merger was closed?
The let's see, getting rid of the Sprint engineering team.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say. John saw this. John saw this coming. Worst thing that happened since the merger closed.
That Mike Savored CEO. That's the worst thing.
Damn, son.
Oh, damn.
All right, Josh, jump in.
Getting rid of all the rural Sprint coverage in Nevada.
Brandon.
John Legier leaving.
NR.
Jean Legier leaving.
Caesar.
What's up, buddy?
What's the worst thing that's happened at T-Mobile since the merger closed with Sprint?
Oh, I would have to say John leaving also.
Austin.
I have 2, John Leger, and then my personal one, them killing off tower sites and not identifying here that we're Sprint keep sites.
EM Tech.
I'm with you. The layoffs. And the critical ones, to be specific.
Yeah. See, that the way I look at it is T-Mobile was in no position to lay off engineers who likely were the reason they were actually able to integrate the network. Right? Without them, like, where the hell would the network be? The customers would have been churning. They would have been out.
Let's just say I spent 3 months straight, every single night, integrating the network in California. 3 months.
Tirelessly working on that integration.
Yes.
Yeah.
From 12 to 6 every night.
I think one of the things that you guys mentioned, the John Leger, I mean, you're saying that because of the way the CEO is. If you had a half decent CEO,
You know what?
I don't think you'd be saying it, is kind of what I'm saying.
You know what? If I had to take back what I said, I would actually choose the Jobs because they're actually building out a future network versus a guy that's going to drop profits and eventually go broke.
I mean, the Jobs and John Leger, those are just two things that have went rough.
I think they go together because John was such a public image that if this stuff would have happened with him in the chair, it would have went over way worse.
That's why
They
he left.
they can get away with laying off people. They can get away with doing crazy stuff without
There's
his
no
face
person
on it.
attached to it, right? No radio.
That's all
There's
I'm
no-
saying. It goes together.
Yeah. Good point.
I mean, he used to go to stores and actually talk to people in the freaking field. You're not seeing that. You know, he made his face public to all the employees and the public.
Hey,
I don't think he let this stuff happen.
The SMT Nation is also chiming in the comment section. Lack of security, online attacks, loss of legacy plans, free lines. See, this is what you got to love about the nation. I mean, there are some well-informed people here that are actually objectively evaluating this. You know, sometimes I think the thongs are out of place. You know, we can't let that loud minority kind of win out.
Well, free lines were always there. They ain't a merger thing.
No, it's not even that. No radio. Like, my plan qualified for T-Mobile and T-Mobile One International, and they claim, oh, I'm the uncarrier, and I still haven't seen my T-Mobile One International.
All right, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to start with Caesar. Best thing that's happened since the merger closed at T-Mobile. He's muted.
Caesar needs some coffee.
Yeah, we'll come back to you, Caesar. You figure out how to unmute you. We'll start with Carlos again. Best thing that's happened at post-merger at the T-Mobile company.
So ever since the merger, like everything that's complete now, basically, right?
Uh-huh.
I would say more network coverage.
Bigger network.
Yeah, but network in areas where it wasn't before. So yeah, network expansion.
Zero cool.
Yeah, network expansion, more licenses.
PA.
Honestly, the same thing. There's not really anything else I could think of.
Yeah, you guys are network guys. Brandon.
Better competition.
Nice. NR.
Network. Expansion.
Which element of the network? The just the size?
Just the size of the network. Yep, because that was the main thing stopping them from competition. So it kind of goes together with competition.
Okay. Austin.
Keon, I hope you're listening. Network.
Network. Coverage, capacity, one or the other.
Well, I mean, I'm not that far from Mobile Master Tech's area in Marion County, and they've done in Ocala, they've done bounds and leaps upon low coverage to the point that loaded pings are down to 100 milliseconds.
EM Tech.
Wait, I'm sorry. I stepped away. What's the question?
So I turned it around. So before I asked worst thing post merger, and now best thing post merger.
Network and specifically the expansion of coverage.
Size of the network. Yeah.
Size of the network. I mean, when T-Mobile first started rolling out in my area, it was like I watched them progress because they didn't acquire a company, they didn't integrate an existing network, they built out a native network, and then obviously Sprint came along, and what they've done since 2017 and through the merger has been really impressive.
Caesar, you back?
Oh, yeah, I'm here, buddy.
All right, best thing since the merger, man.
I would have to say the N41 expansion to the network itself.
The N41 capacity piece.
Yep.
Coverage and capacity, I guess. They really, I mean, their build is substantial. So, yeah. All right, mine is T-Mobile Home Internet. I think that's the best thing that's happened.
What about y'all's favorite Un-carrier?
Well, hold on a second, bro. Let me explain. You're just gonna laugh at me. That's messed up, bro.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
so
bro.
here's why I say T-Mobile Home Internet. Bro, people are dying to get away from big cable. And they just want a competitor. And they're willing to put their money where their mouth is and actually support T-Mobile and give them money for that home internet. Now, regardless of how good it is or how bad it is, I'm just saying that people wanted fair pricing and they got it. People wanted to get away from cable and they got that option. Even if they don't take T-Mobile's product and service, at the very least they have a competitor that's going to put pressure on these other chumps. So they did exactly what they said they were going to do. I think that's the best thing out of the merger is the fact that there's a legitimate market share shift and transition. They're taking share, and that's all I wanted to see. Now they have to adjust to pricing and competition.
Yep, they're coming after Specfinity's lunch money.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah.
The best thing that's happened since the merger was that they forced Verizon to reduce their pricing.
Oh, it's true.
Hey, this is true. This is true.
It's the biggest complaint that everyone has about Verizon. And then the only way that Verizon could slow the bleeding and grow their fixed wireless was by slashing the pricing. Because without T-Mobile, they would have been offering that fixed wireless for 60, 70, 80 bucks a month, just like big cable.
True.
Well, they had to be cheaper than big cable, right?
Yeah, but like 5 to 10% or 20% cheaper.
Customers won't leave for 5 to 10% cheaper.
I mean, T-Mobile's home internet's $50. Entry
Yeah,
level
and
spectrum
it never
plan
goes
is...
up. And it never goes up.
That's
Bless
true.
you.
I'm saying that without T-Mobile's offering, we would have seen Verizon offered at a higher rate.
The average home internet cost is $80 a month. So these fixed wireless providers coming in at 50 is perfect price. Anybody who's paying less than or $50 a month for a wired connection has a deal.
Well, Sneed, I'll tell you, thanks to the U.S. government, we are now getting companies here starting off at $39 a month forever on fiber with symmetrical
Phenomenal.
200.
But not everybody has that, bro.
Yeah, not everybody has it.
You know, I mean, I gotta pay $80 to get a symmetrical gig.
Yeah, and I'm paying almost.
I gotta pay
$130.
$80 to get a symmetrical gig.
Yeah. But like I said, if we're comparing fixed wireless, you ain't getting anywhere near gig guaranteed.
No.
So
You're lucky to get a guarantee
T-Mobile,
of anything.
But it's just like here. I mean, it's Sneed. You say you pay $80 for a gig symmetrical. Man, if I woke up tomorrow and I had a gig symmetrical for $80, believe I would call Xfinity up and tell them to go eat some crow.
Right.
Yep. Same here.
So basically, I think we all kind of agree with Brandon. I think Brandon was the one who cited competition. You know, wasn't that you, Brandon?
I was. I said competition because like pretty much all the carriers almost have the same pricing, with the exception of the pricing, and pretty much it's motivated T-Mobile to actually build out a nationwide network to somewhat match AT&T and Verizon's coverage.
I don't know what.
Yeah, we got 100 people in the live. If you could be so kind, go ahead and rate this video. Help out the channel. That's what you could do. Share.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, B.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, like my audio. I don't know why I had to switch over to the AirPods. My audio kept being a what is it? A CenturyLink DSL. It kept being a CenturyLink DSL connection.
CenturyLink DSL.
But no. I got to give T-Mobile credit there with the home internet and everything, making Verizon bring their prices down because, in the words of Flossie Cotter, it's too goddamn high.
They also introduced like a high capacity plan that actually like lets you take advantage of their 5G UC. You know, like if you want to do a 4K video stream, you can, you know.
and we're still waiting on somebody else to get on that boat.
Yeah, we definitely are. I mean, if you're on 5G UW, that's the experience you get on Verizon. 5G Plus and like, well, AT&T's network access, in my opinion, is really good. The hell?
I'm gonna sleep on that AT&T.
Carlos, what is that?
That's some nice art there.
What is
That's
he holding?
artistic. He's holding a smartphone and it says
Sprint
T-Mobile
UC again.
600 down, 20 up.
Yeah. So
But,
like I had a friend I had a friend in Wisconsin that was essentially getting only 20 down by 1.5 up from before Time Warner before Spectrum bought them, and the T-Mobile home internet became available, and this was before they got the 5G ultra capacity N41 layer, where it was only on N71 and all that. It was still doing with LTE aggregation. It was blowing out the his home internet. It was doing 130 down in the middle of the day by 40 up, and then he got N41, and now it's about to. He sent me some results and everything. It's starting to smoke the brakes off of my Xfinity. It's doing 500 down by 25 up.
Oh yeah, N71 does great in Wisconsin, where there's like 8 people per county when you get further north.
Well, he was in West Bend, and I was actually surprised.
Can I say something about the Magenta MAX plan? I feel that the plan before that and before that have always been powerhouse plans or whatever. I think the only thing that they're doing differently now is just advertising that the plan can actually do 4K. And they, of course, they boosted the hotspot a little bit, but most people probably don't even use the hotspot.
You talking about, Brandon? T-Mobile used 68 terabytes of data at the Super Bowl.
Dang. It's a lot of data.
Verizon used what, Sneed? 41 terabytes, and AT&T was the least at 21 terabytes.
Sounds about right if those numbers are correct. I mean, Verizon had the most customers, but T-Mobile had the least customers and the most data.
Them people were like speed tech blowing up the tower. They were all speed testing it to make sure see if that microwave backhaul was gonna go good here.
How much of that data was redundant data because of packet loss?
Oh, damn, son.
Dang.
Everything resending over and over and over and over.
I said it. I meant it.
That's possible, man.
Hey, Carlos, what is up with that 20 gigs of hotspot ordeal with when you use a VPN? I'm kind of curious.
Bro, so what's going on with T-Mobile is if you use a VPN of any sort, so you know how you get 40 gigs on Magenta MAX? Well, just say you got 20, bro, because you use a VPN somehow on their core. I don't know what it does, but it counts it as double data. So for every gig you're using, it counted as 2 gigs being used. It doesn't matter the VPN. It could be any. It could be Cisco anytime. It could be your Surfsharks, your Expresses of the world,
your Cloudflares of the world. Damn. That means it's having packet loss.
Packet loss mobile.
Packet loss mobile. That sounds awesome.
I mean, during that outage, for sure, there was a lot of packet loss the day after. I'll tell you that.
Speaking of that outage, there are people still on iPhone 14s here that are not able to do calls.
Oh my gosh, that's
still.
Crazy.
I had a DoorDasher was delivering something for me, and she was like, I couldn't call you, and I'm like, who do you have? And she said T-Mobile, and I'm like, yep, I know the problem. Airplane mode the device, and it should fix itself. If not, demand them credits.
It's crazy that they could be fixed by now.
Yeah, but credits ain't gonna fix the problem for the future.
No, it ain't. No, it's not.
If anything, credits make it worse because it reduces how much free cash flow they got.
True.
You know what's crazy, Sneed, is I got 4 T-Mobile lines on 4 different accounts, and literally, bro, only 1 out of the 4 can access even ultra capacity or anything. The rest are not even able to access it. I've tried switching SIMs around.
Why?
I even put the SIM. I don't know, bro. And the calls drop to edge on those lines too when I make a call.
All right, we got somebody new here. We got Packet Loss Mobile 5G UC. New person.
It's PA Tech. I'm still here.
PL Tech, formerly known as PA Tech, is now PL Tech.
Yeah, PL Tech. Packet Loss Tech.
He don't need to go to Greensboro, North Carolina, or the NR is gonna have a bad node health.
Dang. It's really site dependent here. Like I've connected to some awesome sites where I speed test the network. I look, there's 0% packet loss. The jitter is low, the ping is low, downlink and uplink is tremendous. I download a game, Call of Duty Mobile, which is 2.5 gigs. I download it, it's like 58 seconds. Some T-Mobile sites are absolutely phenomenal, and some are atrocious. And it's the operations of the tower site. It's not the speed test itself. If you look at downlink, uplink, it's like, it's so fast. Then you go to download a game, and it takes 4 minutes.
That's like here, Sneed. I was wondering if that person was on the T-Mobile tower off to my west, and if they are, it might be that tower having a problem. But because I live where I live,
my phone is routed to the other T-Mobile tower off to the east when I would have had better service if the Sprint Keep site was still nearby me,
Well,
but
they're just
whatever.
T-Mobile seems to me in the Cleveland market to have a lot of variability.
Yeah.
Like
they
I
did
know
it.
what I can expect with most sites from most carriers. Like AT&T is pretty much the same at all sites. Verizon's pretty much the same at all sites. And then T-Mobile, there's some sites that operate poorly. And my home site's one of them. It takes 4 minutes to download Call of Duty when the other guys are taking 60 seconds and 70 seconds.
And PA Tech saw one night when I was testing things. I had 48 updates on an iPad. I was using my AT&T Lowe's hotspot just for the fun of it. And I was only getting 95 megabits down, and it did it, PA Tech, I believe, remember, like 15 minutes it took to do 48 App Store updates for the iPad.
Something like that, yeah.
So, Zero Cool, I can ask you, wait, is he still here?
I
Oh,
don't
he
know.
left. Damn, son. All right, I was going to say he might know. I know some of their sites, they use AT&T. Some of their sites, they use Verizon. Some of them, they use, is it Everstream? Some of them, they use...
here.
Yeah, some of them they use Spectrum. Like there's some of them they use Cox. It's all types of stuff over here. There's
Sneed,
several ILEX over here.
Sneed, don't make me go throw up. I don't want to hear about Cox.
Well, it's the worst.
That's exactly why I said don't bring it up.
I can tell you they are absolutely the worst.
No, duh. They're advertising on the radio here. So who listens to FM radio is the first thing I know I'm going to get from some people. But I was listening to it online through online, a radio station, because I didn't want to be out streaming something heavy when I was outside in the backyard moving tree branches around and whatever. But I heard a Cox Communications ad, and they were like, that T-Mobile home internet, you can only use it at night. That T-Mobile home internet is deprioritized. And on top of that, it's on a 5G mobile data network for cell phones. We
Baby
can
Yoda.
guarantee.
Oh, go ahead. I was waiting for you to finish. Go ahead.
We can guarantee gigabit speeds based on Ookla speed test Q3 2022 results. And I was like, yeah, gigabit minus.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. I was going to say, I don't think it's a QCI issue because some of the sites, they work great and other sites, they don't. And it's crazy because my home site is on a 10 gig backhaul. I don't know. And it's Everstream. Even though AT&T runs their fiber to the site. So they probably negotiated it. It's probably the fiber. But I know their routing can be suspect too, so I don't know.
Yeah. I know on my site, I tried to download a 3.3 gig file, and it took literally like 6 or 7 minutes, I think.
You know how long it should take on an N41 connection? It should take a minute.
Yeah.
Minute and a half tops,
I had the network monitor thing that tells you like the speed, and it said it was going at like 100 megs, not even. And I go on the speed
so
test,
100
and
megs,
it's getting like 600.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're getting like a 1/5, 1/6 rate.
Yeah.
See, AT&T.
But, and that also depends on the time of day too.
True. It was like 10 p.m. I think, if I remember right.
Oh, geez, you should have got more.
Something like that. Might have been actually like 8 p.m. Something like that.
Oh. Everyone on their T-Mobile home internet is like, yeah, I'm streaming my Netflix.
So how are people going to sit there and say you don't need to own your own fiber? And then you got T-Mobile using shitty fiber, and it's leaving their network non-uniform. Good in some instances, poor in others.
I'm not touching this debate. I'm not touching that because I know I've already been in this debate with someone before, and
I asked the same question. What money they buying this fiber with?
I
mean, if they're taking you off of autopay because of credit cards, they ain't got no damn money.
That's all I'm saying.
That's their solution. Yeah, if that's their solution to increase their capex and margins, they're in trouble.
Like they say, bro, someone please call 911.
You know what it would be the equivalent of? Me charging you 3 cents to come into my live chat.
Carlos, you could try to call 911, but it might fail.
Oh shit!
Damn,
knew that
damn,
was
I
true, that's
have been
true.
shot down.
I knew that was
I'll be
coming.
I'll be gone till November, dog.
5'1" and 10% to my soul.
Shout out. Yeah. What was his name, man? Wyclef. Shout out to Wyclef. Yep.
Oh snap! Man, I'm in trouble.
Hey, no radio. Who's the top 5 rappers of all time, man?
Dylan, 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 and Dylan.
Because I spit the hot fire, man.
Wait, I thought it was Eminem.
Oh, be quiet,
Eminem doesn't
Brandon,
spit.
Brandon
No,
knows what we're
yeah.
talking about. Brandon young for that. Know that.
All right, guys. I got work in the morning, man. We got to cut off the show, man. I'm sorry, but it was good having you guys. Thanks for coming on and hanging out. It was a good time. Appreciate the conversation, the discourse, as always. Let's do some shout outs. Let's do hashtag Mod Squad. All my blue wrenches holding it down for me. Appreciate Zero Cool for coming on. He already left, but big shout out to Carlos, No Radio, Austin, Josh, Brandon, Caesar, EM Tech, y'all the goats. Thank you. Big shout out to my YouTube members and Patreon supporters making content on this channel possible. Thank you guys. Everybody who's ever supported me with likes and shares, subscribing, watching all my content, commenting. Appreciate the engagement. Everybody who ever bought me a coffee, anyone who, supported us through the different links in the description. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll keep this one short and sweet. We out this piece.
Hashtag Packet Lost Mobile.
Packet Lost
Hit the
Mobile.
like. Hit the like.
And smash that like button.
Let's
Hashtag no auto pay.
Say no to auto pay. We out this piece.